Let's go. I always struggle. Or camera is not working, or something else is not working. Never, or nothing is working. Or something like always working. Never. Okay, so now I have welcome to like chat. Please, please, please okay, show so me on YouTube. On YouTube, I'm chat, not. Please, please, please show me on YouTube. On YouTube, I'm not. Sincerely, I don't know what to do. Sincerely, I don't know what to do. Okay, now it started. Chat, please, good. Please, please show me. Now it started. 1 minute ago. Oh my god. So great. Now I can check my audio. Oh my god. On YouTube. Now sincerely, and of course it's duplicating. I knew it. Sincerely, and of course it's duplicating. I knew it. Okay, now it started. Chat, please, good. Please, please show me. So now it started. 1 minute ago. Oh my god. So great. Now I can check my audio. On YouTube. Sincerely, I'm removing extra audio stuff. Should be all right now. All should be good. All stop. Yes. Is everything okay? Okay, great. So how is it now? Seem to be said yes. Okay, whew. I can continue. Oh my god, this was hard. As usually. Anyway, but it is working right now. So, where I stop and from where I can proceed? Probably trying to see if I can remove this ugly graph and maybe make it better. I can try, but after I can proceed with making pop-up for screen time monitor. Let's see. All right, on the top you can see my iPad. I actually can make, I like to put recently cursor on white mode, even though that there are people who are arriving and saying to me like, no, you should not use white mode, never for anything. I mean, get a life. No. So I have here ugly graph and I need to make it not ugly. And let's take a look how I can do it and what I can do. I open Figma. Probably on Figma we can find some kind of puzzle game. I'm opening now. I'm going to show what I do. I'm opening stuff. All right, great. So we'll put it somewhere here. Nice. And basically this is what I want. So I will give this image to cursor and we will try again to do. And I will say, hey, can you please make better looking graph for the apps usage? Today is 14th, yes. The example of how I would like it to look is on the screenshot. Great, let's see. Should work. Trying to make my hair somehow. What should I do with my hair? Always. Lately my life is so active that the only stuff that I can do is just like on a little period of time when I have some time to do whatever. I'm capable to stream, but it's very, very hard lately. Let me see if I can make maybe some kind of beautiful... Oh, no, 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 no. What is this? I'm out of my... Yeah, do auto. Why you even was not in auto mode? I used it long time ago. My limits are used long time ago. All right. Okay, planning some moves. And let's see, we have here a mood part and screen time. So I want to improve this graph view that I don't really like. This one, it's kind of like not good looking. And in the mood screen, then after we can start making the whole logic for notification, and then I would need to fix those notifications for my Android app. We will see, maybe I can even do it today. We need to figure it out. What are you making? Actually, I'm Java developer. I am making something that I already done in Android. Why I'm not replying? I'm not replying because I'm on Twitch and on YouTube all the time simultaneously. So sometimes I'm looking on YouTube, sometimes I'm looking on Twitch, and sometimes I'm like delaying. So I'm doing a screen time monitor application. It's already exists on Android. Let me actually show you. Screen time monitor app. Chervinsky. Let me see. I'm gonna give a link. Here is a screen time monitor, and on Twitch is here screen time monitor. So what am I doing? Okay, so it says that it's changed. Let's try to run application and see if it is changed somehow. This is kind of just like an application that as already the part of it is already existent on iOS. Is basically where you can see the amount of hours that you used your application, like, well, not one application, any application on your phone. But also I created like a little adjustment, little like improvement for what already done by all of the screen time monitor application, which is a mood tracker. Like probably in here, I can show you actually in here, right? You can see that my goal is to make this kind of application. You see the graph, you see like in percentage, like you use this one 2 minutes, 5 minutes, and along the day when was the peak of the application usage. But at the same time, you can send notification if you overuse some time that you don't want to, like let's say you don't want to use any application longer than 1 hour. So in such case, you're gonna get notification. But I decided that I need to create another functionality that would be very useful for me, because our life is super stressful. People can be like very stressed from social media and from any other applications or whatever they consume. So I realized that I want to have a tracker. Oh my God, look, look what it did. So users, okay, this is creativity of this is amazing, really. I don't know if you can see, it's on the top. It's quite amazing. When you was the fresher and applying for the job, it's like I'm just laughing from the term when I was a fresher. Just like I understand what you mean, but how did you motivate yourself on that time? I I have a very strong motivation always. It's because I'm Ukrainian and I always had to have visa to work, and somehow I started. Escape. Not, I cannot say that I escaped, but I left the country a long time ago when the whole conflict started, and I wanted to find the job always. So my motivation always was directing by desire to have a job and to survive. That was like my main motivation, and it's kind of like also always going through like my life with me, because you always hold on the background the whole part of the war and the whole part of the conflict, and you have to deal with it. But this is I don't know if that's motivation, but this is kind of like, this is why you applying for the jobs and trying to go and move forward. But I'm a daughter of developers. All my family are software developers. I don't know any other thing that I'm curious in a way. Well, I draw. Sometimes I do illustrations, but I'm pretty much like I'm pretty much know what to do like this. I'm working in IT field, and I'm getting back to my application. So as I said, I do believe that users of mobile phones today, they can be very like, especially right. Like not me would know that if you constantly watch news, if you constantly watch some bad notifications, or even like some not necessary news, but if you consume some content, it can drain you. It can drain you. So in such case, I decided that I will create the application that will track my mood. So this is Android that I published. So you can see that there is a screen, and when you click in here, let me see, in clear, like when you click in here, you click setup, and then you have a list of all of the applications on your phone. And after this, you can toggle them on. And then this would mean that as soon as you open one of toggled applications, you're going to get this notification. The ones that are going to say, you're about to open Calm Loop. Let's track how it will influence your mood. And you need to rate from 0 to 5. I open this pop-up all the time, that you're going to open any of the applications that you decided to track your mood about. And I will show this also after. And once I know, like inside of my program, before and after, I do the average, arithmetical average, and then I create the list of best or like worst, maybe even, applications for you. Like I didn't want to put Instagram, so I photoshopped it like photogram -2, screen time monitor 1, is it AI, my game, good 2, Calm Loop 2.3. So this is what I will try now to create on for iPhones, and also I need to fix this for Android. I have my personal approach to all this stuff is basically on Android. It is working. We are sending with showing pop-up, and as soon as I last question, what is the current situation in Ukraine? The same situation as it was long time ago. It's a war. I live in Spain, but I do believe that all Ukraine need to have a help, and it's not good. We all praying for end of the war. But I live in Spain. I live in Spain already for more than 11 years. So, but I mean, don't want to contradict myself, but if you open the news, you will clearly know and see what is the situation, and you will see that probably that is not the best. So, as I say, I want to make the same approach for my iOS device, but sincerely, I am not happy with graph. So that's what I'm trying. I'm trying here to make this kind of graph, and it's making like not good. So now we're gonna try to talk to cursor. I'm gonna send like sometimes I have a feeling that I need to ask cursor and say, what do you think about it? Like, do you think it's good? Do you think? So I'm gonna say here something like, what do you think? What do you think about this? The graph is how to say it? The graph contains points now, but it's just a second. Something on my keyboard. Just one moment. Just a second. What a weird stream today. I cannot normally stream. Apologies. Trying to get out little stuff that I got into my keyboard that I really don't like. OCD, real time. Great. I almost done it. Sorry. Well, I don't know. I hope it's okay. Not sure. Just got some dirt. It's just like I'm a little bit crazy in the aspect of soaps. I really love to get soap on my table, and I really like the smell. And I took it, and there were like some kind of little dust, and it entered to my keyboard, and this is what I hate. Of course, I don't want it, so now I need to deal with it. Anyway, so what do you think about this? The graph contains pawn, but it's weirdly going down from the x-axis, and it should look like on the first example that I shared with you. I actually started to do another. I wanted to do a desktop application. For desktop application, there is another problem. The monetization part that I try to implement for my applications is AdMob advertisements, and I know that people can say, oh well, you should not use it, you should not do advertisement stuff, like it's an old era, but I cannot do anything. Like, I mean, this is for solo developer, it's the only way how you can monetize something. And for desktop, I cannot do it, but I really already started to prepare a desktop application. So I'm trying to understand how to monetize it, and I sincerely just think that I'm gonna make it. I started to do it only for Mac because I don't have Windows device. Pretty much, maybe I should. Now I'm stress-free after talking with you. It's like my pain is nothing. I hope everything is going to be fine in Ukraine, and you know you're so strong. Thank you so much. I think I always say about the situation in Ukraine, and the only stuff I guess that I realize that each one of us has its some kind of pains. So thank you for kind words, but I really don't think it's good to compare, because each person has some struggles in life. The only stuff that I guess I can agree is that I really hate like this toxicity in people. Like I think our world in general needs to have some easygoing people, not like toxic. Like toxic people, not good, not cool. No. All right, so we have summary of what was wrong, blah, 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 blah. Let's take a look. I actually opened my Ukrainian YouTube, by the way, talking about Ukraine. And I spoke there also because I feel like it's needed to be done. And Ukrainian, it's still my language, right? Like I know that I now speak majorly English and Spanish, but it is, I'm native speaker. And sometimes I feel like I need to have a space where I can talk about some like random stuff, not necessarily coding or how I promote my applications or what is the strategy around my application I decide to do. So I created Ukrainian Ukrainian YouTube, and I started to talk about coding and how to promote my applications in there. And the interesting part is that I said it there, and now I just feel that I need to repeat the same in Ukrainian, Spanish, and English. But the stuff that I said there, it's about the always. I just love to talk about this right now. It's loading. We don't have loader on the screen. I was talking about the skepticism of developers around the whole vibe coding and coding application, and I was explaining. Maybe I say this in one of my streams about Dreidel. When I did Dreidel application, it was around Hanukkah, and I just did it right on time, and I wanted people to download it because it's a holiday, so it's good that people are gonna download it. And I realized that I met my ex-colleague, and I showed to him this exactly the day when I got my first 50 cents from it, and I got extreme criticism. I think I mentioned about this. Okay, so what is the conclusion? Should we keep this graph like it is, or should we improve it somehow? I think I can commit what we have right now. Everything happens for good reasons, so in the end, everything is going to be fine. I believe that with good people, with good approach, everything should be fine. That's for sure. So what I was saying is that I met this ex-colleague of mine, and I explained to him about my success because I'm small and I'm only starting, and a lot of times when I'm doing something, it feels like I'm a drop in the ocean. That it's like maybe it looks like I'm like doing constant YouTube and like streaming or stuff, but my application and stuff, it's quite small. So when I got 50 cents, I was like super happy. I got immediate like criticism, and it's kind of like disrespectful speech towards me, like on my direction, when a person just was saying like, so you vibe coded it, and it's like so bad, and like we have nothing to do, like why would you do it? I'm 34. So he started like to say this stuff to me, and I realized that all this skepticism around vibe coding a little bit smells with fear also to me from developers, because I'm not opening IT company. I'm not your competition. I just did a little game that probably will make other people happy. But it was very surprising to me that some people might get super, super negative and like aggressive around this. So, all right, let's see. Commit the changes, please. And also, it's not only related to it. I also feel like you need to share your activity, and you need to like share your ideas, your dreams, maybe in a way, right? With correct audience. Because if you go to people who are constantly skeptical, they don't like you, they criticize you, they don't believe you, or they believe in you but they don't want you to do something, nothing good gonna happen. So we commit. All right. So I was just regretting that I even said something to him, because with some people you just need to like put a barrier, execute what is needed, and move on and just do what you feel. And I actually notice in me that if I'm surrounded like with negative people, I feel after that like my shoulders go like this, my voice is leaving like disappearing in a way. I'm like, oh, and then it's I need to have some time to pass, so I would start to speak with loud voice, my shoulders gonna stand strong, like, and I would be like, but yeah, so for sure no negative. All right, now we will try to make another stuff. I will write a big prompts right now. So what I gonna write now to cursor, we're gonna say great. Great. Now I want to implement a new feature for the mood tab. The logic is next. Actually, last time when I was doing it, I was writing. No, Xen. Just a second. Just we kicking our cat out of table, and she likes to jump on table. And I have a cat, and she's the first one who is trying to steal bread. If we have bread in a house, the cat will just steal it and eat it, and it's just quite terrible. Quite terrible. Yes, maybe just a second. Come here. Maybe I can show you. I want to show you my cat. Just a minute. Xena. I got it. Oi, oi. This is it. This is it. Oh, what? Okay, she's running away. The creature is not happy. Yeah, I'm gonna let her go. But the creature was trying to steal bread, and she's jumping on a table, and then you see a bread, and she's like ripping the plastic and eating it. Yeah, creature was not happy. Oida Meister, very welcome to the channel. Very welcome. I was saying that last time I was actually writing my prompts on the ChatGPT, and then I was pasting them to the cursor because I was too lazy to write. So let's try to write ourselves, and let's see what we can have. Okay, just checking if everything is okay. I hope the sound on YouTube is all right, because I'm not controlling it now. So the logic is next. On the mood tab, let me see, once I click and set up apps, once user click on the setup apps, we need to show all the list of application just as we show for the screen time. After that, we need to, not after that, like in front of each application that we have on device, we need to add check box, the one that is currently present, or even better, change it to, or even better, change it to, actually, you know what I guys realized just now? I can show you bigger how I write the whole prompts part, and it's probably gonna be more interesting because I feel like no one can see even what I write. So I can do the same I can do it on Streamlabs and on OBS. So just a minute, Great. Now you probably can see way better the stuff that I'm writing. And maybe that's more interesting for you like this, right? Great. Hopefully you can see more. All right. We need to add a checkbox, the one that is currently present, or even better, change it to a toggle. Once a user set a toggle on for some of the applications, we need to save this setting. And if a user will, how to write it properly? Oh my god, maybe I need to go to ChatGPT. Let's try. And if a user will, after words, in his life, open this app and use this application, before he will open this app, to show a pop-up asking to rate the mood before the app is opened. And once a user marked his mood rate and used app, and then decided to close the app, we show again the pop-up. I will open ChatGPT pop-up. We show a pop-up asking about user's mood after he used this app. I'm gonna copy it. I'm gonna open my ChatGPT and I will ask now ChatGPT, hey, do you remember we were doing screen monitor app for Android, and we were doing a mood tracker functionality? If ChatGPT gonna say that yes, I remember, I will show you my screen with ChatGPT. If no. So yes, I remember you're building screen about mood tracker feature, blah blah blah. Emoji, very bad. Okay, great. So the functionality is something like this. This is how, okay, yes, so let me show you what I have here. This is, I don't know, you cannot see probably, right? You're gonna see it somewhere in here. Let me make it smaller. Now you can see it in here, right? So I'm gonna tell to make it even, now it's too big. Let's make it smaller. This is how I prepared it for Cursor, but I need you to make it more clear and good for understanding and proper output. So great, now I want to implement a new feature for mood tab. The logic is next. On the mood tab, once user click on the setup app, we need to show all the list of applications. Do you use plan mode in Cursor or just agentic one? I used all my tokens, so I used auto. That's pretty much it. Once a user application, just as we show for the screen time, in front of each application that we have on device, we need to add a check box, the one that is currently present, or even better, change it to a toggle. Once a user set a toggle for on toggle like up on for some of the application, we need to save the settings. And if a user will afterwards in his life open this app, here I'm gonna say not screen time monitor, but any app from the list that he set up as toggle on, and use this application. Before we'll open the app, we shall pop up asking to rate a mood from 0 to 5 before the app is open, and once user marked his mood and so user marks his mood and then proceed to use his app. After he used the app, a user then decided to close the app or go back or kill it maybe. So we show again the pop-up asking about user's mood after he used this application. Then for the mood rates, we need to calculate the average arithmetic and then show on the list. The screenshots are here, and I'm actually gonna open my screen time monitor game and see if it's gonna work. So just share the link. It's gonna be somehow like plum and this plum. I'm very, very talented in making noises. So more or less, you probably remember that this was the application that we were doing, but I need you to write a good prompt for cursor. Writing prompts. I don't know how long I was writing. 10 minutes, only one prompt, something like this. But it's worth it, I guess. Let's see. Normally this is how I do it, and it's quite good. Okay, so what do we have in here? This is what you suggest me to so I should copy all this, am I right? All right. If you want to paste your package structure, no, I don't need to. Wait a second. I'm doing a Swift now. It's not a Kotlin. So give me one good prompt that I need to copy. Paste to cursor, please. Let's see. We are building Mac OS high level mood trackers. Okay. Good. Well, more or less, I gonna give it to cursor. I gonna give. I don't know. Let's try. Plum. Let's see. It's got crashed. I was changing my devices because it got stuck. I could clearly see that my screen is not changing and my OBS got crashed. I really not a big fan of OBS, like really. All right, so this stuff I can move already back. What are you doing here? Implementing, you're still thinking. All right. Well, the most important part for me, as I always say, you need to commit stuff. As soon as you arrive to the point when you're happy of what you have done, you need to commit. And after, you're safe to experiment or do whatever you want. Because afterwards, it's just good. It's just good to proceed and play around. How is it possible? It got crashed. I cannot believe. How many viewers? Just all got down. Have one started streaming 42 minutes ago, but it got disconnected. It's just so terrible. Cannot believe it. All right, still doing stuff. Mood rating panel. So screen time monitor. Meanwhile, it's like doing some stuff in here. We would need to work a lot on UI part. This is for sure, but it's not that much important right now because what I need to do, let's say I'm gonna go to Dreidel application. That's exactly the application that I was saying that my colleague was not very happy about. I will just keep it open. So what do we have here? Screen time monitor, Zirka Chrome. So Dreidel should appear. No, we can even play something. I'm just gonna spin around Dreidel to see if it's gonna work. Oh, oops. Some advertisement, as I say. Add mob is working. So, still work in progress. All right, we can close it. I always repeat just one stuff that we never should stop. We should keep working, keep doing, and keep doing our magical, beautiful job and never stop. Right? I don't even know if I'm gonna ask. So iOS system actually will allow to show some pop-ups before we open other applications. Let's see. Short answer, no. iOS will not allow this. What you design in those screenshots is technically possible on Android and Mac OS, but on iPhone it's explicitly forbidden by OS security model. That is actually one of the biggest architectural differences between Apple and Android. So what is Cursor is currently doing? I have no idea. Detecting other. Why is it impossible on iOS? Showing UI over other apps. iOS doesn't allow overlays. Intercepting app, but screen time apps exist in App Store. What can it do? So what did you wrote in here? What was your prompt? I don't know. So what is saying to me? This is actually very interesting, guys. So this is really, really interesting. So what I did, Apple is known restricting a lot of their devices APIs to make devs' life fun. I did this application Dreidel. I got rejected on App Store 5 times. 5 times. Look, Dreidel appeared actually, and it's very nice. It's very good. The problem is that I write the idea that I wanted. I described to ChatGPT, but I obviously quite aware, and I'm not expecting Apple to even allow me to implement it. But I kind of here I'm asking will it even be possible? And finally, what ChatGPT is telling me is that because you were about to spend days coding something Cursor can actually implement technically in Swift, but Apple would reject at review every single time. And it wouldn't be a manner of rejection. It falls under app interference, private API, misleading functionality. Mac OS app, fully possible. Your iOS app needs a different trigger architecture. If you want, next I'll design the correct iOS architecture. I need you to explain to me what is that different trigger architecture. What are your ideas? I've been trying to make an alarm app, never got successful in getting access to low-level alarm kits, so some apps are just impossible, unfortunately. Such a pain. Are you you're talking about iOS, am I right? Because wow, this is pain. Like on iOS for me it's really a lot of pain, and on Android somehow it's like going super easy. And I really want, I'm dreaming right now. I started to do one desktop app. I need to finish it. Then I have a couple of more in other ideas, but I'm hoping to get some more help around all of my activities that I want to get to do. And I really want to start to investigate Unity, 3D and games around everything what I do. I miss it. I need to say I miss gaming part. I worked in gaming industry before, and I used to work in kind of like semi-gaming industry, and this vibe, this is kind of like, I don't know how to even explain it, but I miss it, and I really want to dive into 3D world and to see if I can make something with Unity. And I actually have one idea. I have one really cool idea, but I want to see, like, it's an application, right? That is actually should look like native, but should include some 3D elements, 3D interactive elements. Like, for instance, it has nothing to do with fashion, but fashion could be a really good example. Like, for instance, like now fashion brands, I don't know, like Louis Vuitton, I don't know about Louis Vuitton, but I saw other brands who are doing like a mobile application, and you can actually, like, or IKEA, but again, it's not furniture. So I really want to do it, and Unity. Soon I will explore whole world of Unity. When I start to get impressed, and I cannot stop myself. It's going to be amazing. Anyway, so what are you telling me? You can trigger right before specific. So pick a trigger does allow, still creates same psychological loop awareness. In fact, so what a post usage trigger via screen time. Trigger user used a tracked up for X minutes. User spent time in Instagram. iOS records when the usage intervals end. Your app fires a local notification. Okay, maybe this is a good idea. All right, it's good that I started to have this conversation with why Unity specifically. Why Unity specifically? Because maybe some developers on my stream need to educate me because I don't know anything about Unity. Like, I worked in gaming industry in 2015. We were using Unity. We were struggling a lot with automation. We were making mobile applications and we were struggling with automation because at 10 years ago, as far as I understood it was very hard even like to, it was hard to do anything. So that's Unity. I'm just like from 10 years ago, more than 10 years ago. Oh my God, we are 2026 from terrible. But yeah, I would propose to take a look into Godot. It's free, open source, a lot of materials available, a huge community. I will actually, thank you so much. I mean, I used to learn just myself out of curiosity a lot Blender, and I know I'm quite aware of how the whole 3D stuff works, but I don't know Unity, like Unity or how gaming industry right now is doing. The only stuff that I currently building game with it pretty good. And you are using AI. You're using, well, you for sure using AI, I believe. The only stuff in this 2015 that I did in Unity, because I mean, build failed, and amazing. We're gonna copy paste and then we will see what it does, and then probably my Apple gonna reject my application. I just hope it's not gonna affect my account. But environment influence you a lot. So when I used to 10 years ago, it's scripting language quite easy. Currently building like a Python. Good. I will check. I will check, and as soon as I are gonna organize myself to step into it, I will do it, because I really am super inspired. But what I was saying is that your environment inspires you, and like this 10 years ago, I was super inspired with guys with whom I used to work, and sincerely still inspired 10 years after. So let's try to run. Should work. Build failed. I'm not even checking anything. I'm just copy pasting all the stuff, but maybe cursor actually fixed. Update recommended settings. Okay, so I finish it, but I probably need to do more conscious stuff in my also. I used to be a big player of Sims. So are you done or not? No. So I used to play a lot of Sims before, like long time ago. And everybody's saying that now they are spoiled. They are not that fun anymore. They are kind of like boring. And maybe it is a little bit true, because I try to play Sims, but or you need to pay for everything, or it's kind of like very limited, and you don't have this humor anymore. Let's see. Okay, build successful now. So we do have mood. Okay, set up applications. I'm happy that you set up application, but But what about dreidel and other stuff? Okay, at least we can track maps. So I'm gonna go in here, set up. No, I don't. I need to have a dreidel up. It is just the corporate greed just absolutely swallowed it, and the level of detail is nothing compared to what it used to be. Talking about animation logic, etc. I mean, I'm like totally 100% agree. It's quite crazy because I remember in like 20 years maybe ago Sims, it's kind of like you put a painting on the wall, and then this painting, like there was like a clown painting, and this clown was getting out of the picture. There were like whole like some weird witchcraft. There is a fire. There are like thieves entering to your house. It was so much with the soul inside, but now it's not. It's a little bit like disappointing to me, to my taste. So what can you do? What can you do? Let me see. Da-da-da-da-da-dum. Just a moment. All right. Just a second, I'm checking here some stuff. All right. Anyway, whatever. Everything after mech. Yeah, I'm totally agree with you. I'm totally agree, and that's the feeling that I actually paid. I don't know, in 2023, around that time, I paid like those. It was 11 euros or something. That it was a discount on Sims. I bought them, and as you say, corporate greed and no soul. Like I would play way more, but it doesn't feel good anymore. It's just not. Okay, so I'm gonna still, for some reason, I don't see all the apps in the list. Like I see only default, like maps, music, Safari, but for instance, I have dreidel, calm loop, and these are not on the list. Why? Let's see. Everything after is meh. I totally agree. Used to also play Fortnite some time ago, but also just not doing it anymore. And I played like my way of playing was very vague. I could not build, and I really like to run and just enjoy the nature, so I didn't want to shoot. So like the training mode was the favorite one, where I could calmly stuff. Like I wanted to have Sims inside of Fortnite. that was my goal. Let's see. So you changed or not? You changed some stuff? Okay, yes, he did. Let's rerun. Let's rerun and see how is it gonna work for us. Is it? What happened? Sorry, I got distracted. Are we open exactly on mood screen? Okay. No, I cannot see anything. I tried to open and launch it, but I launch it again. But there is nothing. I still can't see other games. Probably he said to me that I need to clean the project or something, no? Using screen time selection. Okay, it's time for us to talk to ChatGPT. So I will say that I need, so give me a prompt that will be that will fit a proper implementation of the same idea, but that Apple will accept. And also, please make so that we use on the app setup manual or using screen screen time selection, as now I can't see all of the apps. Give me a prompt. You may want to check one Eat Shade, a lovely concept of the game. Maybe I will. Maybe I should. 100% agree. I should. It's just like, I don't know how, but before it was kind of like these games are helping you to like relax, to chill out and stuff. And like seems for me very rarely right now. I'm like, better not. Like ChatGPT is better right now, but it says time changed, and it was kind of like era, but not anymore. Not a problem. We're gonna create our own era. We're gonna wipe code our own stuff. All right. Okay. ChatGPT explained everything what we need to do. We can proceed. Let's see. A lot. This is like I on Android, this application I wrote like super quickly, but on iOS it's already several streams that I'm trying to just do it, and I'm suffering sincerely. Like, look, it changed my graph, the one that I committed, and now it's super weird. Like, why? Like, we don't have any more like the zoom in, zoom out buttons, so it changed it. As I say, the most important part is to commit any changes that we do. Super important. It's quite crazy. Oops. very ugly. The graph quite also the scrolling here it's not exist on the applications, but horizontal scroll show tutorial. Okay, a lot of stuff to change. And if after you waste so much time on iOS development and Apple is just like reject you, it's very upsetting. It's very upsetting, like really. But still, let's see what we can do. Eventually, the main goal is to make functionality to work, and all of other like UI part is very easy to organize. It's not hard to do it. It's easy to fix all other stuff. A little bit more. Dum, bum, bum. I'm just checking other stuff that I had here. Sorry if I'm distracted. Just was checking some. Still, anyway, like it's working. It's working. Doing anything, and my cursor is working. And then I can check now the Unity part, because I really want to prepare the 3D game. The interesting thingy is like I just by my experience learned that if I am preparing like design, preparing properly idea, what I want to do, how I want to do this application, and the whole development, even with vibe coding, is going way easier than if I'm just like, or if it's only like with vibe coding something super easy. Like I published scientific calculator. So I just entered to cursor, like, look, write me a typical application for scientific calculator, and I just added there two functionalities that you can change the button color of the scientific calculator. And I mean, like, sometimes I do believe that this kind of stuff, it's the future. Like, you can easily pick up some ideas that already exist. You just change it a little bit, add some new feature in there, and here you go, you're ready to go. At least that's what I did with scientific calculator, and it's growing. I do believe that all this approach that I do right now, it's like a long-term investment. It's something that if I invest now, I can see the result in several years or something. That's my idea. Oh. Just a minute. So I have refined theme runtime because I didn't notice that apparently he's trying to run it on Sandbox, which is probably a problem because now my computer gonna explode. It's too much work. Come on. Stop it. Cancel. I don't know if he did something, but I didn't want to run this stuff. Also, that like my computer was about to explode, like literally. So, no. We're not gonna do it. Let's run. Let's see how is it working. Na da 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 da. Build failed, of course. Of course. Da 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 down da 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 down down. Also, I don't like this screen time monitor. For some reason, I could not run on real device. So I need to run this really super weird, like like iPad stuff, which is super annoying. So I wanted to have an emulator. Why cannot I use just a normal simulator stuff or emulator? I don't know why I call it like this. Let's try to run. We will see if it's gonna work. It is in a way. Allow. Mood. What do we have here? Set up apps. Choose activities. All activities. All right. So this means that if I will open Dreidel application, you should run some kind of, no, it's not working. So there is a Dreidel stuff. Let me see what it should do. So what we have, okay, I'm gonna say, okay, now do not change anything, but I need to what I said, I need to see in ChatGPT what kind of changes ChatGPT suggested. to do. So we need to trigger. We need to trigger the push notifications. Let me see. Just a second, like this, and just a moment. I will see that I am not. Oh, sorry. Just need to see that I'm not opening any weird notification. I'm gonna clean all of those. And I open Dreidel. Right, so Dreidel is here. I open the application, set up application, choose activities. Activities are selected. Add mood. It's not working as I want to. Nope. It is not at all what I wanted to do. So like, yeah, but I need to select here. Select. All right, save, cancel. Choose activities, choose. So once I go to Dreidel, it should trigger, wow. This is basically when I open push notification stuff, but you can see that it's empty. I have no push notifications. So, okay, what if I gonna kill Dreidel application? And I just need to open it. Trigger any push? No. Okay. Close it. Nothing. Okay. So what am I gonna say? I'm just gonna pretty much say so. I'm not sure why, but for instance, I click set up my apps, and then I selected all. So Dreidel app is one of the selected, comma, and now once I'm trying to open Dreidel app, I see that no notification arrives with mood tracker. Well, it's a good idea. I'm happy that ChatGPT managed to create an idea that I can track the moods through notification, not like on Android, but it's not working. And also add manually mood. No. Screen time also broken, broken graph. Really weird. Really just the weirdest graph ever. Continue. I got tired already. As I say, life went crazy. I'm just barely finding time to anything. Let's see. Now we're gonna again. Here we go again. It's trying to run, but it's... I'm just what did you say? There is, like, gonna Google now. It is called Google something something something. Go dot. Go dot. Okay. Okay. It is what I see. This stuff. Interesting. Wow, this is cool. YouTube crash course for... Well, I'm saying sometimes, oh, I'm so nostalgic for this stuff. Get ready. We're gonna do some game development soon. Pretty much sure about it. There is one stuff that I always trying to express to all developers that I know. They're actually errors. And this is that with the whole variety of mobile applications that we have, with the whole advanced technology of artificial intelligence and stuff, there is still one problem that is not fixed. The problem of clothes. Me, as a woman, can someone fix this problem for me? That I will wake up in the morning, open my phone, and phone will tell me, today it's a good day for you to wear this and this. And I will not be the victim of this problem that I have a full wardrobe of clothes and I always wear the same stuff because I just forgot which clothes I have, and like I just need to fix it. Can we make this kind of application, or and how to do it? I don't know, but I have a problem. If I will be able to fix this problem, I would be very happy. I actually, for this kind of stuff, I would even maybe pay money. Sincerely, it's a very good problem, or very bad problem. For me, very bad problem. So we have mood, set up apps, choose activities. Everything is selected, close. We go at what is cursor still telling to us. Okay, update recommended. Okay, in Xcode, select project in the navigation, and in the yellow update recommended setting banner is shown. Click it. Do we have it? Okay. Yes, continue. All right, bundle identifier, developer account certificates, family control. This is about your Apple developer configuration, not project files. Okay, so if it's my Apple developer, then bye. We're gonna run what we have. Replace. Let's see. Mood. Again, I'm just checking So we have here, okay, selected 0 app notification. Okay, I need to tell it to cursor. So even though that I select apps, after I click check box on app selector, I still see, maybe I can copy paste from my preview, where in here. I can see that there is selected 0 apps, 13 categories. But apps inside are selected. Maybe we need to save it somehow. Let's see. So before I even start to do any kind of changes of UI UX, this all should be fixed. And this is my stubbornness. I don't think right now that this application gonna get any profit on Apple. And some people gonna download it. But now this is the moment that, like, for me, this is the moment that I should have stopped to do it. And maybe I should have tried to promote Is It AI game or improve Is It AI game, but I'm too stubborn right now and I want to finish this, at least to bring it to some kind of conclusion. Okay, let's see. Maybe this is because of my family controller stuff. Really. Regretting that I even started to do some settings in there. Not good. Maybe I should have just better fixed Android stuff. I don't like it. It's too hard. That's all what you should do. Tab, choose activities, what is changed. If you already selected, you currently already include apps. Okay, let's try. I understand. Let's try. Suffering inside of my soul with this application. Like, I don't want to do it anymore. No. Okay, mood. Set up apps, choose activities. We got it. Got it. And we are not working. Okay, actually we did. So now I should open a Dreidel app. Okay, it's not there. I'm gonna do Dreidel. Nothing. It should be push notification or not. Anything in here? Nothing. Joe Deswar. Hello. So let me take a look what it says again. If you already selected, okay. Don't change anything yet, but tell me if the behavior is correct. So I select all apps, and then if I open Dreidel app, what should happen? When is the moment when I should have the mood tracker pop-up / notification appear? Joe Dessoir, we are doing a mood tracker in a way application, but a little bit sophisticated. So I created Screen Time Monitor. This application is already published on Android. I already shared this one today. So this is Android Screen Time Monitor application. Screen Time Monitor application, very typical one, application that everybody knows, that you see the graph, the list of applications that you use during some period of time, and then you basically need just to see the usage of it. But I enriched, when I did this application on Android, I enriched it and I add the functionality that you have a list of applications on all your device. You press toggle on for some of those, the ones that you want to track, how they gonna influence your mood. So you, for instance, you have Instagram and TikTok on your list. So you click on TikTok, you click on Instagram, and this would mean that all the times that you're gonna open TikTok or Instagram, before you open the application, like you click on it, before it, you're gonna have a pop-up from Screen Time Monitor, and it's gonna ask you, what is your current mood? And you're gonna mark, I don't know, 0 or 5. 0 is very bad, 5 is very good. Then you click done, you do whatever you want in TikTok and Instagram, and then as soon as you or kill the app, or you go on homepage, like you minimize it or go background, we show again pop-up saying, okay, you used, for instance, Instagram, you just have been using it, now track how your mood was changed during this period of time. And you press again from 0 to 5. But after it, I calculate arithmetical average. And after this calculation, I show it on the whole list, the list of kind of like, it's a rating list. It's a grade from the worst to the best. So on Android, there is a little bug on Android that I am aware of, but I guess the idea is quite cool. The only problem right now is that iOS is extremely, like, I want to squash this microphone. How hard is it to make it an iOS? So it's very, very hard. DevCtor, go. Thank you. So yeah. So now I'm trying to understand what. So I was consulting today. I don't know. Apple would not allow it. That's my next stuff that I was saying, that I discussed it today with ChatGPT. So ChatGPT is saying that technically on Apple, on like the whole system, it's possible, but Apple would never allow to publish this kind of application. And I'm very actively publishing applications, supporting, maintaining, blah, 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 blah. Which is not good. So eventually, ChatGPT suggested to me to show after, like, we detect that some application was used, we just, instead of showing pop-up on the top of it, which Android allows perfectly, we kind of send a notification to a user, like, track your mood. But now I ask Cursor to do this change and it's not working. So I'm asking, like, why is it not? So what Cursor is saying is that here is the behavior with the current implementation. It does not show when you simply open Dreidel. It shows after you use Dreidel or any selected app category for 5 minutes. Okay, this is very good. Can you reduce it just for testing to 3 seconds? Not 5 minutes. Because it would be too for testing. I'm not waiting 5 minutes for testing. So can be in one go or spread over the day. The system triggers our device activity threshold. Our device activity monitor extension runs. It sends the local notification. Great, you just used one of your tracked app. How is your mood now? From 0 to 5. You see that as a notification banner alert depending on your settings. There is no in-app pop-up over Dreidel. The prompt is only via notification and then inside our app when you tap it. What? You see that as a notification. There is, okay, there is no, I understood. You tap the notification, your app opens and shows the mood rating screen. So the moment the mood tracker appears is when your usage, a selected app category, has just crossed over 5-minute threshold. All right, good. So we changed it. Some device activity threshold may enforce a minimum 1 minute. If the notification doesn't fire after 3 seconds or real device, try threshold seconds 60 for 1 minute test and then threshold nil for production. I don't need nil. I will still think about production. It's just like for Apple, let's try to build. For Apple, I had a problem because for Dreidel application, the one that I'm using for testing right now, I got rejection 5 times from Apple, 5 times. And it was like, can you explain to me why do you think that your idea is good? In our opinion, your idea is not good. Your application is boring. We don't like you. So we're going to cancel and not allow you to publish anything. That's pretty much my conversation with Apple. And I grabbed a video on YouTube, how I was like constantly replying to Apple and begging to publish my app. But the problem is that I'm scared for account because like I don't want my account to put in danger, let's say like this. So yeah, but Dreidel app, it's exactly, they were like, your ideas seem not to be nice. What is the unique stuff in your app? Nothing. Like you do some shitty stuff in here, so no. It's a reality. What can we do? Okay, are we done? Running, good. I go to mood, set up apps. I just check. It should be already checked. It's checked, right? In other, here is the Dreidel. Dreidel is checked. Close, and I'm going to Dreidel. I don't know. Now it's 22:41. Let's wait for 22:42. Cool idea. Good luck. Thank you so much. Waiting for, okay, 22:42. Let's try. I'm killing it. Chuk. So there is no notification. No, nothing. Okay, come on. Do you know how to program? No, I don't know. Like Swift, I don't know at all. Kotlin, I did before a bit, but pretty much all of my applications, I use vibecoding. Pretty much for all of them. I started Calm Loop, the only one that I published. I can share with you. Let me share with you all my applications. So here is the Google Play. Pack. And so Calm Loop on Kotlin, I started it without AI because it was not developed that much and it was so long. And eventually I just moved to, but it's helpful. Like for me, it's very helpful to use AI, and also probably why I'm moving so fast is because it is very interesting that we have a lot of discussion. I'm not downloading your AI apps, lol. Okay, you cannot download my AI apps. I discuss it quite a lot. It's about how aggressive people are reacting. Actually, I'm even happy that you're not forced to download my AI apps. And I was talking today about that some developers are very, very aggressive about it. And that's because they are scared or like what is going on. So I think that if not mine, you downloaded already quite a lot. No, I'm not offended. I was saying even this beginning of the stream, I'm just looking for my AI apps on App Store. I was just today telling that I work in IT field for more than 15 years. So I know what I'm doing pretty much. I know how to orientate in the field. So this is the Apple account. And the interesting part, like this, I don't know why developers are getting like it's an exorcism. It's an exorcism. Basuking, maybe you already reported you reported my account. Oh my god, vibe coding. But I'm pretty much sure. I understand that maybe it might be aggressive reaction because some people are just kind of like something that I experienced along the whole development career, that you talk to some developers, they look at you and like, oh, this blonde girl, what can you do? And if you do something and you get successful in it, oh, exorcism is starting, your ego is hurting. I don't know. But okay. I'm not asking you to download. I'm not asking you to download. So you're not developer and you're aggressive about AI. This is very interesting. Holy head cannon. Oh my god. You know, Vasuking, you can go from my stream before I even block you. No offense. Actually, I'm about to finish soon. No offense at all. But I'm curious, I'm sharing my experience, because in the very beginning of my stream, I was saying that Dreidel application. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Some guy has a problem. It's maybe, I don't know. It's very cool, it's actually. I'm very, very happy. You can write some more stuff because you see that people are joining the stream and you're going to get me money. I'm waiting for it. Exorcism in the real action. You can write before I block you. Look, my mouse is already on the button, but you can write some stuff. More views, more money for me, and Codes War. What am I even doing? We are asking you. Seems that you are not aware of yourself. It seems that you are not happy. I say that I'm not making pretty much a lot. As I always say, I don't want to bring any real numbers, but I can reassure that I'm not making anything that like you can live with. But I promise that as soon as I'm gonna get my first million, I'm gonna let people know. I think I just started. I'm gonna block, gonna ban the guy. I don't know. It's very surprising to me why people react like this. And also, I mean, if I would be, sometimes I feel like if I would be a guy sitting here and vibe coding, the reaction would be different. And some guys are just react like this, like with such a big jealousy. But I'm not surprised. And a lot of time I'm kind of like face this already in my life. But this is exorcism, like vibe coding exorcism. I mean, to be fair, everyone is scared of AI taking jobs. Look, everyone is scared of AI taking jobs, but why doctors are not going around and saying like, oh my god, how dare you to, and also like, I don't know, I observe this and I consider this is like depends on how you approach it. For instance, I'm pretty much sure, and I see it already, that real artists, film industry is right now, but real artists, I guess are gonna get more expensive, right? And I do believe that we need to pick up what we can and do. Just we have a tool, so we can do something with this tool. And if I it's just like, in any case, this guy was rude. He was rude, and like, I'm not downloading you on your app. I'm like, come on, I just shared a link. You're not the only one in here, and like I do my stuff. And he was like very nervous, but probably he had some bad day. I understand that people, and like it's internet and stuff. I'm training myself. That like the more stuff is happening, the more money for me, more money, more money. Very, very good. But about money part, everybody asking because it's quite new. As I said, I'm not making enough money to live, or enough. I would say I'm not making enough money to even talk about money, like this. But as soon as I get 1 million, I'm gonna make this typical video on YouTube that my first million on made from Google Play. Break even at least. What do you mean break even at least? What? I'm not sure if I understand. As I always say, maybe I didn't understand the guy and he was not that rude, but maybe because I'm not native speaker, I perceive it somehow differently. So I don't know. Also, I mean, about AI. Here, what I'm doing online, streaming, I'm not even opening my code to like show to someone. Like, right? It's purely saved with me. Hi, Bella. Wolfie77. Wolfie77, we had a scandal here. I feel like I'm a real streamer, YouTuber. We had a real scandal. Well, it's not real scandal. It's just we had some annoyed guy on a stream. I knew it. You're here. Oh my God, guys, the 3D guys. I whole stream explaining that I want to be back to 3D and I want to start working with Unity. Game made with AI about how Pepperonia Guslik is stealing Mona Lisa from. It's actually not the application that I want to do. I'm just inventing. But Wolfie77, how are you? I was just saying that I am. Like, of course, first time in my life feeling that I'm a real streamer YouTuber because I had a hate attack. I had a hate attack today. But as I say, the exorcism on a ground of artificial intelligence and that it's not working. So the guy arrived and says like, do you even develop or you are just vibe coding? And I say that only Calm Loop I started to develop with real code, like with myself, let's say. And then AI appeared and it's very easy for me to proceed. And then I shared the link with my application and he just like, no, I'm not downloading your AI code. I'm not. And like, he was kind of like, okay. So no, I kicked him out, but it's not because he got aggressive. And I was just like saying, why people are so aggressive? Like I just explained about my ex-colleague. I told him that I just like published application. I got 50 cents out of it. And he got aggressive on me. And he also said like, you're vibe coded. So I was like, is it because they look at me and they're kind of like, this blonde girl, now she gonna vibe code something? I'm like, come on. As I say, I'm not sharing even the code. I'm not, no one is making code review. It's not a life-changing stuff. I'm doing Dreidel application, Dreidel spinning around or reverse audio game. What's the problem? We're gonna do Mona Lisa and stealing stuff. Anyway, I'm streaming for 2 hours and my application is not working. I would rather be annoyed with this. Nguyen and Wolfie777. How is it going? So it's not working. I don't know why. But you can clearly see. Maybe I should kill the app. Maybe I should kill. So we had this little scandal. But like, why? Exorcism. I really think it's exorcism. And as Crowd Sibar says that this is AI and everybody's scared that the job are gonna be taken. I sincerely, all my life that I work, I always worried that the job gonna be taken. I know, IT, sorry. I always worried about this. We never know. Like, you never know about anything. But, I mean, it's not a reason to like, oh my God, it feels like I'm doing something illegal. Like, how dare you? Come on. Like, oh my God. Anyway, so having all this right now, I don't receive any inside push notification. So, sincerely saying, my plan after this scandal, I will probably try to fix this tomorrow by myself. I'm not going to stream it anymore because I'm sincerely super tired. It got for me too hard to make a proper graph. It got for me too hard to make a proper mood tracker. I'm not in a mood to go to fight with iOS, and also I don't want to endanger my whole account of Apple just trying to upload something that will try to track, especially as far as I know that if you do any kind of applications that seem to be that might track activity of users, even your whole account might be blocked. So I don't want to do it. And next, I'm gonna open 3D stuff. And for people who were watching me long time ago, knew it, maybe it's you, I will be back to 3D because I missed it. And I got some updates and I'm like more calm now and all good, so good. Anyway, let me see if I can rate people to somewhere. I was just like, oh my God, I was not ready for this. I'm not going to download your apps. Let's discuss it more because I feel like the more I'm gonna have these scandals, more people gonna download. Do you want to see my application that he never gonna download? Let me show you. I will show you these applications. I'm joking. I'm really joking. But Wolfie and that's cool. Looking forward for us 3D again. I also missed it. Like we discussed games today and like my cartoons, and I was like so inspired. And lately, I want to be back to this stuff. I've been making tons of Blender stuff. I missed it. I missed Blender, but now with AI, I feel like I can mix it all together, and it's gonna be even better. But I mean, after 2 hours. 5 minutes, fail of iOS application and scandal. I want to rate you. Guys, let me see where I can rate you, and I promise. So I have creator dashboards. Bam, bam, bam. Let me see to whom I can rate you. I was not expecting this. Game dev. Godot, exactly what we were discussing today. So this is something good for me also to do. Knew it. If you want, share on Discord your 3D stuff, Blender stuff. I would be curious to see because I'm gonna be back to it. I missed it, and I missed Venus. Discord's Apple so much. Aggressive streams. All right. So for Godot Game Dev, I'm rating you to Oran in NN. Oh no, wait, cancel rate. I cannot because he's not talking English. He's speak only French, I guess. Game dev, new trailer for next fest wish list. I don't know. Oh, Unity. The long game dev journey. This is cool and this is on English. All right. Gonna rate you guys to Stello Looks. Looks really cool. He's doing some cool stuff. So, all right. In here on Twitch, I wish you all the best. Thank you, everyone. Sorry if I offended someone. I really didn't want to with my application. See you. Bye. And for YouTube, as I said, I don't know how to rate, so I'm just gonna end my stream. I wish you all the best. What's your favorite project been that you vibe coded? My favorite reverse audio game, for sure. It's reverse audio game. Again, let me share the link with my scandals because I guess it's the most popular, I guess. All right. So I'm ready. I'm finishing the stream. Twitch stream is done. Again, I don't want to offend with vibecoding anyone, but let's be polite. Let's say like this. Also, I'm not doing any kind of offensive applications. I'm just doing like games, some cool stuff. I'm not doing anything forbidden and all legal. So please, just don't. All right. See you, everyone. And I see you probably tomorrow.